back. Mike Cernovich from Danger and Playing Gorilla Mindset. Today to do an exercise for you that'll help you sell yourself and it'll help you know yourself. And we call it, What's in It For Me? And here's the way the game's going to play. And this really is an assignment. And I might give you guys assignments, but I have friends and members of my mastermind group who give me assignments too. There's a reason for that. You sometimes you need somebody to just tell you what to do in a very specific way. So here's the exercise. What's in it for me? And by that I mean think about the other person. There's this idea that we exist, that I exist, that I am special and unique. But really, who are you? Who is this me that you think about? Now, if you believe in, religion or whatever, then I would say, yeah, you do exist and you do have value in the eyes of God and in the eyes of your mother. But otherwise, there is no you. You are what you do, and if you want other people in your life, you are what you do for other people. And that's where the what's in it for me question comes in. Well, I want, you're always reaching out to people. Well, I want to sell you something, or I want you to do this, or I want, you to sleep with me, or I want you to read my writing, or I want you to buy something from me, or I want you to be my business partner. Okay, what's in it for me? People don't think like that anymore because we're so narcissistic and self-involved. We totally forget about who matters, which is what can I do for you? That is what I think about. I imagine you. If I do a video, I imagine you're like, well, what's in it for me? Now, it could be anything. Maybe I do nothing but provide relief for boredom, right? Maybe you think I'm funny to look at. Maybe you like what I have to say. But that's all running in through my head. What's in it for you? Because that's going on in your head. Why should I do this? What's in it for me? What is in it for me? It's the same way, too, like Gorilla Mindset. By the way, I got the paperback copy. This is the first time I've ever seen it. The first run, for whatever reason, didn't have a back cover. I don't know why. Probably because I do know why. I fucked it up. I didn't know. I didn't know, right? There's me trying to lie. Like I said, right? We're all such fucking liars. I was lying. I was so focused on, ebook stuff, and because there's not a lot of good information out there, nobody was like, oh yeah, if you're going to do paper copies, you need to have a back cover. Fuck, man. So anyway, I got this nifty back cover now, the latest versions do. So the front cover looks great, the back cover looks great. And I wanted the back cover because the question is, well, what's in it for you? Imagine you have this book and it's flipped over and somebody sees it. Well, in Gorilla Mindset, you learn how to improve your self-confidence by changing the way you talk to yourself and others. What's in it for you? Do you want more self-confidence? Yeah. Okay, that's what's in it for you. Eliminate feelings of frenzy and absent-mindedness. Okay, we're all a little ADHD. We focus too much on our goddamn phones. We focus on shit that doesn't matter. That's what's in it for you. I'll help you eliminate this, right? Have a body that feels good and works for you rather than against you. Again, that was very calculated. I didn't say get ripping six-pack abs and be fucking jacked and diesel. Because in a mindset book, the market is going to be a little bit different. Most of us, and I'm this way now too, I just want to feel good. When I do a hard leg workout, I'm like, you idiot, you're not going to be able to walk around, it fucking hurts, right? But that, I used to not be that way. If I wrote this book, 10 years ago, I would have written that differently, right? But I'm thinking, what's in it for you? Well, you want to feel good. You don't want aches and pains, right? A lot of us, especially too, my audience is fragmented. So my audience is what you call a bi-model distribution. It's young guys who really haven't done much at life, or it's older guys who are like fucking straight ballers, right? It's a bi-model. Because if you're just kind of like wishy-washy in between, you're not really driven, I don't really have much to offer you. But if you really want to take it to the next level, that's where you find me. Well, those guys are going to be a little older. When you get a little older, maybe you got those aches and pains, your body you just feel like, oh, my body. One guy said, when you turn, 50, your body comes at war with you. I thought, well, that's, so I framed it that way, right? That's what's in it for you. And then another one, live a life so remarkable you were previously too afraid to imagine it. We're afraid to dream big, right? We'll daydream a little bit. You see that hot girl on the street, or you see all that money, and you think, oh, yeah, I want a yacht, or I want this. But we are really afraid to dream big. We're really afraid to say, you know what? Fuck it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking go out and get it. I'm going to fucking get it, man. Well, That's fear, because you're afraid you're going to be rejected or you're going to fail. Well, what if you tell somebody you're going to do it and you don't? Are they going to laugh at you? What if you try really hard? People are going to laugh and say you can't do it, right? So that's all this is. What's in it for you? I don't say, yo, I'm fucking Mike and I'm the most awesome guy in the world. Buy my book, bro. I see that all the time with guys, especially men. I mean, that's the thing. I get so I don't get angry, but I get so angry. I'm called a misogynist. I'm like, man, fucking, women and men just do different dumb shit. And that's what I see with men. Like, fuck, I wrote this book and it's fucking fantastic. What's in it for me? Why should I? You want my money, which even, this is, what, $14 or whatever? I don't know what Amazon plays with the pricing. So I think it's like 14 or 15 bucks. Kindle book's $9. But I want your time too, right? I want you to give me your money and a few hours of your time. Well, I better think what's in it for you. And you see that all the time with guys. They're just like, yo, just read my stuff, man. Because you think that you're special. You think that you exist. But you don't exist. I don't exist. I am what I do. I am the sum total of my actions. That's all we are. If I want another person in my life, business, romance, finance, health, whatever, what can I do for them? That's all they care about. Now, sure, you do reach a point where you experience like love and transcendence. I call it, you move from transactional to transcendent. Whenever you first meet somebody, you're a little bit more on guard. Is this guy really trying to scam me? Or is he trying to use me? You pay more attention, and then you transcend, where you'll do things, even if it might not necessarily be in your best interest to help the person. But then, even then, we sort of have like little calculators. That's why a lot of times you'd be like, fuck, why is this person annoying me? Well, unconsciously, you realize you're getting fucked over because the calculator is always there. You're always wondering, well, is this person taking advantage of me? We don't always frame it as selfishly as what's in it for me, but we don't want to be taken advantage of. We don't want people to use us. That doesn't feel good for any of us. I mean, it doesn't feel good for women either, too, which is why, a lot of guys get in trouble. They'll have sex with women. Nobody wants to feel used. Men don't want to feel used in business. Everybody kind of wants to feel, appreciated and valued, or at least that they're getting something out of the deal, right? They just don't, nobody wants to feel like you get fucked over. There was even an experiment in, I think Daniel Kahneman wrote about this. Those Daniel Kahneman's books are really good. At least watch the TED Talks. And there's a game where, what would you do if you found $100 and you were with another person? So you and I are walking. And you see a briefcase with money and, I don't know, a pile of money. There's like $1,000. Well, you found it, but I'm with you. But the only way you get to keep it is if you convince me to let you keep it. So you say, Mike, there's $1,000 here. I want to take it. I want to keep it. I think it's called the ultimatum game. Here's $100. Okay, can I keep it? I'm probably going to say no. The ultimatum game has shown that if you don't give somebody 33%, they'll take none of it. And the point of the experiment is to kind of show that in a lot of ways we're irrational. Because if you find money and I get even $1 out of it, that's called found money. It's free. I didn't pay for it. Of course I would take it. It'd be economically irrational for me to say no to any amount of free money or found money, but there's something inside of us where we're like, no, if you're gonna get that, I should get like a little bit. Right or wrong, I'm not here to say, but it's human. So unconsciously we kind of just fucking get mad at people, and you're just like, well, why am I mad at this person? Same ways in relationship, you're like, well, fuck, why am I just not happy in this relationship? Well, unconsciously, you're not getting enough out of the deal, ultimately. But you don't realize it because we don't want to think of ourselves that way. We don't want to think of ourselves as selfish. We want to think of ourselves as we're unique, special people, and we're like gods, and we're like Mother Teresa. But we can't escape that nature. And that's why you're like, fuck, dude, like, I don't want to see this person anymore. Well, because, and you might be delusional. A lot of times we're so selfish that we are getting a lot out of the deal, but we convince ourselves we're not. So you got to think it that way too, but just be aware of that. So do that exercise. Imagine you want to sell something, or you want to meet a girl, or you want to make more money, or you're pitching a business deal, or whatever. Write it out. What's in it for me? That's what you're thinking. Me being the other person. Because you got to be unselfish in this, right? To get what you want, to be selfish, you got to be unselfish. and just write it out. So I'll have people say, do this with me. It'll be amazing. I'm like, well, why? Well, money. I'm like, well, how much? How much? And how much did you arrive at that conclusion, right? Well, it'll do this, this, and this. I'm like, well, how much? And then how much work is it going to be? And then how much money does it take to interest me, right? Because I went from, when I was younger, I would always pitch people. And now I get pitched a lot by people. And the pitches I see just aren't very good. My pitches were always a lot better. I would say to people, if I wanted to pitch somebody, I would say, here's what I can bring, here's what I do, here's what I sell, and I would give a hard objective data, and I would say, here's what we can do, and here's what I would do for you. I just don't get stuff like that from people. I get people say they want me to put my names on their products, or they want me to affiliate with them, but they say, oh yeah, it's a great opportunity. Okay, well, prove it. How is it? How did you arrive at your conclusion? What is your data? What is your raw number? And again, the same is true of everything. Business proposal or even relationship. Guys are like, well, can't meet women, or this. It's like, okay, but what do you really bring? Do you really understand what other people want, and are you delivering what other people want? Maybe not. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. But I don't think people think like that enough. We just kind of think, well, am I not enough? Right? I want people to love me for me. Get a dog, or call your mom. Pray to Jesus, because nobody's going to love you for you. There is no you. There's only what you can do for other people. So start asking, what can you do for other people? Before you pitch somebody, imagine that the only question in that person's head, before you approach, what's in it for me? Do you have an answer for that question? I want to hear it. I think Gorilla Mindset answers that question for you guys. So that's what's in it for you. Better self-confidence, more money, better focus, dreams. Get over the fear of dreaming big. That's what's in it for you. Most of you already have it. I thank you so much for it. I'm very happy. And that's why I keep doing the videos. Why do I do these videos free of charge? Because you guys are buying my books. I love you guys, right? I really do. You guys are fucking great. So happy. Everything is great right now. I'm meeting your needs. You're meeting mine. This is the way life should work. I'm always thinking, what's in it for you? You got to start thinking, what's in it for the other person? When you do that, big things are going to happen. All right. This is like video 24. I think we got 6, 7 more. We will see. But if people keep buying the books, I'll keep doing the videos. I started doing the videos, and there's like a little spike in books. So fuck it. I'll do videos. As long as you guys keep looking out for me, I'll keep looking out for you. Everybody will win. Talk to you tomorrow.